What up, Boosties? I'm Gabriel.
I'm Manny.
And we're the Boost Brothers. Today's topic is, does all-wheel drive really matter?
The memories bleeding.
Welcome to another video. Thanks again for watching. Does the all-wheel drive, today's topic is all-wheel drive, does it really matter? You know how people always looking, I need all-wheel drive, I need all-wheel drive. Honestly, it's basically what you gotta look at it like this. Back in the day, in the 60s and 70s, everything was rear-wheel drive. There was no such thing, and there was still snow back then. There was still rainstorms. There was still everything, but they got around.
Exactly, and there wasn't even that many plows back in the day.
Exactly, so they didn't even. And I highly doubt they put salt on the ground. I mean, I wasn't alive in that time for that aspect of it. But does it really make a difference? In my personal opinion, I really don't think so. I really don't think so, because I look at it like this. If you're going to be in a blizzard with an all-wheel drive or a front-wheel drive or a rear-wheel drive, you're screwed either way. Maybe you have a better chance with the all-wheel drive, but the thing is, if you slip on ice, I don't care if you got all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, chains, I don't care what you got, bro.
Oh, chains you got. Chains you'll be alright.
I don't care, bro. You slip on ice is ice.
No, but the chains will break the ice. That's the thing.
You can't, bro. Once you slipping, you're slipping. That's
True.
it. That's it. So that's why I really don't think it matters. When I tell people, like, oh, yeah, I need all-wheel drive, but, like, for what, though? Because think about it.
It's a state of mind, to be honest. That's what it really is.
Exactly. It's like when you have customers, they look at an Odyssey, a minivan, and they compare it to the Sienna that has all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I need the all-wheel drive for my kids. But my thing I always say to them is, if you have your kids in the car, would you really drive in this blizzard? In a snowstorm? Would you really? So why do you really need that all-wheel drive?
Well, not necessarily all the time in a snowstorm. Even when it comes to rain. Rain too. All-wheel drive, that's one thing. That's one thing that I could say about all-wheel drive is that in the rain, it does justice. There's certain times that if you hit a puddle with a front-wheel drive, you feel your car hydroplaning.
Yeah, but even with all-wheel drive, you run into a puddle, you're still gonna.
No,
it's still gonna
not necessarily. No, because I've driven into puddles and you'll feel that specific tire slow down, and then the other tires start picking up, and it balances itself out. So that's where and also it depends on the car and depends on the all-wheel drive system. If you have a very good all-wheel drive system, you'll notice a difference. But can you make it in the snow and through a rainstorm with a front-wheel drive? Yes. With the rear-wheel drive, I wouldn't really recommend it.
Because you gotta look like this. If you're not going full speed, you totally can. You know what I mean? If you're controlling your speed.
Yeah, but
we're not talking about if we're going like 60.
What's easier? No, but I'm not even talking about if you're going uphill. You're gonna get up the hill. Let's say if it's snowing, you're gonna get up the hill with an all-wheel drive, a front-wheel drive.
See,
there you go. A rear-wheel drive.
That's where, honestly, in my opinion, that's where all-wheel drive comes in handy. It's uphills. That's when you need the all-wheel drive.
Even the front-wheel drive, you'll be able to get up there because it's pulling the car as opposed to pushing it. If you're pushing the car up in a rear-wheel drive and you got a freaking piece of ice on there, you're not going anywhere. Even if you got snow on there, you're not going anywhere.
So, like, honestly, in the blizzard, would I prefer all-wheel drive car? Yes, but I still want to put myself in a situation for a front to put myself at my risk of my life into that aspect. So that's why I really don't think all-wheel drive is a must, in my personal opinion. Would I take it because there is benefits of it? Of course, there's benefits of the car, but I don't think it's that crazy of a thing that it's not like a must-have, in my opinion. I have no problem. I can get around with a rear-wheel drive car. It doesn't matter to me. Because look, back in the day, they did it without a problem. Mm-hmm. It didn't bother them. It didn't affect them. It was a norm for them. But now with all this all-wheel drive, people are like, oh, I had to have all-wheel drive. I had to have all-wheel.
It's just a state of mind.
That's what it is. It's all a mental thing, man. It's all a mental thing. Honestly, to wrap this video up, honestly, I don't really need the all-wheel drive. I'm satisfied front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, even all-wheel drive. I'll take it if it was available for that aspect of it. Mm-hmm. But it's not a must-have in my personal opinion.
Me personally, I prefer an all-wheel drive, but if worse comes to worse and I have to drive a front-wheel drive or a rear-wheel drive, I'll figure a way out. I'll figure it out.
As always, guys, We're the Boost Brothers.
And we just here to entertain.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and remember, stay passionate and enjoy life. Always. Oof.